Hey, Flooring Pros, I'm Jerry Levinson, and this is the Flooring Business Podcast, where we talk to expert flooring dealers, suppliers, marketing experts, and software experts, and anyone who I believe is going to help you in your flooring business. Now, my mission is to give you good information that'll help you reach your goals. If you're just starting your business, or you're trying to reach $5 million in sales, or you're getting ready to sell your business, you're going to find useful information that'll help you reach your goals and profit now in the flooring industry. The Flooring Business Podcast is brought to you by Ring Ring Marketing. Go to ringringmarketing.com and request a free analysis of your website, your area, and your scope of work. They'll make recommendations on how to best strategize your marketing efforts so you get the best return on your investment. You'll even get a coach that helps you get better results. All right. Well, today I've got Dakota on the podcast. He's from Book Your Media Guy. And Dakota does my podcast for me, as well as we take those videos, breaks them down into short YouTube videos, posts them on Instagram and Facebook and TikTok and all these places. I was never in these places before. So thanks for coming on the show today.
Yeah, no problem.
I thought it'd be interesting because, and I want to keep this in the context of a lot of our clients are flooring dealers. Now, Dakota specializes mostly in Arizona, right? So in contractors, and we met through a gentleman, Nikki T, who helps people scale on social media. And well, actually, no, we met through my son because he was using you for podcasting. That's how I actually met Nikki T. So, but Nikki T helps a lot of people scale on social media, and a lot of the strategies we're going to discuss here today. But it's just become so important and relevant. You know, I just can't believe all these people that want to pay for every lead. They're looking for resources and ways to pay for leads when there's so many things you can do that are free.
Yeah. And so that's what I specialize in. Is we're a lead generation company that happens to use social media marketing tactics. We stay away from the paid ads. Our biggest goal is to grow you a brand where you're making great content that educates your ideal customer. And in return, we're actually generating leads and building real personable connections through social media and the marketing side of it. So this way it's like, hey, I have 20 people that want a phone call about flooring. No, I have this person. We've talked to them. They curated them. They really want a dark flooring. They have 3 cats. Can you help them? And they're like, that's a completely different phone call than, hey, I heard you want flooring.
Well, and this podcast is going to be for the flooring dealers that are doing under $5 million, the small family-owned businesses. Those are most of the people in the flooring group, and a lot of my clients are in that space. So a lot of them should be doing a lot of these videos, and I constantly say, shoot the damn video. But everything is getting better and better. It's like the opportunities are fantastic.
Yeah. Dude, the best spot for your customers to see you is at home. They go home, they decompress, they pull their phone out. Or they're on lunch break in their car eating lunch and they pull their phone out. Like, a billboard's great, a wrap vehicle's great. I'm not knocking any of that. But being right there, like tapped into their headphones, like that's the best spot to be. And it's not so much like, I want it like passive sales. Like, it's not hard call to actions. Buy my flooring, buy my flooring, buy my flooring. It's, hey, did you know about this? Hey, this is scratch proof. Hey, do you have kids? Hey, this is easy cleanup. And they're going to finally have that one day where it's like, dude, the flooring's messed up. I just have a splinter go through my foot. I got back from the ER. Like, I'm about to rip this out myself with the sledgehammer. You know what? I see that guy every single day on my phone just giving me value. I'm already sold. I'm going to call him and he's going to redo my floors tomorrow.
It's one of those things as a marketing guy, you know, you like seeing this and people you're disgusted as a human being and as a consumer of this behavior. And even my wife and I were watching TV and we've got our phones and we're looking through the damn phone while we're watching TV, you know, and you're just not present. You're on that phone all the time. You get around with family and friends and you got 5-6 people sitting together that haven't seen for a month, and everybody's got their phone out and they're scrolling through social media. So you just got to be there. You know, we were driving by this store or the school called Aces, and I was telling my wife that my daughter belongs to the Aces. I got an ad on my phone for the Aces.
They're always
or something
listening.
Saying like, yeah, have you been to this place before? You know, I didn't type anything in. We were just having a conversation. The phone's listening, picking it up. But
so your phone is trying to mirror everything you do. So it wants to give you what you want to see. So that's why you can open your phone and my phone, and we're going to have different types of videos popping up because it clones us. So it probably knows us better than we know ourselves, and knows what we like to what we like to watch, what our longest watch time is. It has more information than it probably should have about us. But that's why it's super important, not just on the making the content side, but having it being posted right. Because if we can tell the algorithm, hey, we have the best flooring. Hey, we're educating people who like flooring. And it starts showing us to all these house flippers and DIY people and just homeowners or moms or whoever your target audience is. Yeah. It knows that your content is for them. Its goal is to keep that person on their phone because that's how they make money. So it wants to show them what they want. We just need to label, hey, this is what this type of people want to watch. We're making it for them. Please show it to them.
Let's really dial this in. Okay, we got our audience are flooring dealers. A lot of them haven't shot a video ever before. Where should they start? Like, what's the first thing that they should do? They don't have to go out, run out and hire somebody.
Yeah, no, I don't push people, even people that are like my leads and my customers, like I push people to do it on their own first. It justifies my price way more when they've tried doing it. Yeah. But you don't need any crazy editing. Like you said, just record the damn video. Pull out your phone. Hey, this is Dakota with your media guy. We help plan content, record content, edit content, and post content. If this is something you need help with, give me a call. Comment down below, tag someone who wants to start a podcast. So like on the flooring, we flip that. Hey, this is so-and-so with XYZ flooring. We love helping moms have a nice clean house. And we have this flooring and it doesn't get scratched. And it's going to last you 18 years until your kid moves out. And then we're going to upsell you to this super nice, like top tier, whatever that does scratch, but looks great, blah, blah, blah. Like you have to build these connections and give the audience value where they want to keep watching your content.
Well, a couple of things that are really challenging. One, it's challenging, and I was really good about creating videos for Carpets of Arizona. But one of the things that was a challenge was coming up with new content and being creative. Mm-hmm. And sometimes it's difficult, but sometimes it's really easy. It's just like, what are you doing right now?
Yeah.
You know, you got a new display, you're putting it together. You're loading up a truck for an installer. You're going to a home. You're tearing out the flooring. Your guys are putting the flooring in. You just got a review from a customer, you know, all the products around your showroom, the difference between this product and that product, any conversation a customer has or a question.
Yeah. I was in Shane's so touch on that a little bit. So the questions, you don't want to put a product out there that no one wants. So if you have a pink tile flooring, no one's going to buy it. It's not going to be in your showroom. So we reverse that into content. If you are making content that no one wants or cares about, or you're talking about the granule texture and it's just too in depth, like the mom wants to know, can I wipe food on it? Is it going to stain or scratch? Like speak in the terms of your customer.
Well, let's go back to one thing we didn't talk about was the entertainment factor of, you know, and there's always this entertainment. It's not always education. And one thing Dan Kennedy used to say is, who makes more money, an educator or an entertainer?
Entertainer.
Yeah. So there is an entertainment factor. And one of the things I've told my clients, if you can do this on a weekly basis, is have a segment called Decorating Disasters. Mm-hmm. It's just entertainment, showing something that it's a car wreck. Everybody looks at the car wreck. So anything that's a problem is a form of entertainment, and it's going to get eyeballs there. I mean, you shouldn't always be soliciting and talking about your product in a way that you're selling. Or what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, so I call them hard calls to action. So at the end of every video, I'm not like, give me 20 grand to redo your house. Like, it's just not going to actually generate the leads, and it's a way too big of ask. So my favorite thing is like, hey, don't forget to follow me. If you found this entertaining or you found this educational, follow me. I post videos like this every single day. And then we go to the sales side. How many times do you have to follow up with a lead before they buy? Well, if I can get you to follow me and I'm posting every single day, you may not see me every single day, but now I'm reaching, I would say I'm averaging 500 to 1,000 views a day. So I'm reaching 500 to 1,000. You can't do 1,000 follow-ups a day, like by calling someone or texting them without like annoying the hell out of everyone.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's very beneficial to you to get them to follow you, give them educational entertainment
When you talk
content.
about following, you're talking about Instagram, TikTok.
Yeah, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. If you can get them to follow you, they're going to get notifications when you post. And you're just naturally going to show
Some of
up.
these guys have no friends on Facebook. Like they're new, or social media is not their thing. What if you're not? You're just
If it's not your thing, that's when we talk about hiring me or someone that would take that over for you, because it goes a lot deeper than that. So like if I,
some of them have employees and
that's my favorite. Find the girl who works at the front desk that you're always mad at because she's always on her phone, and be like, hey, you're always on your phone. You like being on your phone. I'm going to give you a small raise and you're going to take over our social media and our marketing. Like now she's on her phone, which she was doing if you liked it or not, but at least it's productive for you as the business owner and the company. So there's so many ways to finesse it.
I was working with this company in Texas that they had 5 employees and no traffic coming into the showroom. And I said, well, these guys aren't salespeople. They're marketers. Get them on social media and get them to shoot 1 video a day. Everybody should shoot 1 video a day, post it on social media, and let's try to generate some traffic in here. Because if you got no sales...
What I like to finesse is when I have like a big team of 5 employees, 10 employees, 20 employees. I'm like, as the videographer that the business owner hired, I'll be like, hey, whoever sends me the best video that gets the most views that I'm posting, I'll bring you breakfast. I'll bring you 25. So now I turn it as a competition where they're all trying to make videos.
Idea. I love
and they're
that.
doing a lot of my work for me. So as a business owner, maybe we don't have the budget to go hire a marketing, social media, videographer like team. But it's like, you already have 5 people on payroll. Be like, hey, whoever can make me the best video and gets the most views by the end of the month, like, I'll buy you breakfast. I'll do X, Y, Z.
And then they're reaching out to their family and friends. Hey, watch my video. Hey, like my video. Hey, help me win this contest.
Yeah. And then who knows? Like,
you know, what's funny about that
so many
is
ways
everybody, a lot of people have this little local magazine or something that's the best of the best, right? And they'll ask all their family and friends, hey, can you vote for me? Can you go on this link and vote for me? You know, and make me award the best of the best. Well, why not do that within your own team, your employees, and have a contest? That's a brilliant idea. I love that.
And so we can even flip it onto our viewers. So maybe
I'm gonna write that one down.
Maybe we're only getting like 20 views, right? Not the end of the world. Our videos, small account, whatever the reasons, we're only getting 20 views on our video. Why don't you make a video? Hey, this carpet right here is great for animals. So if you know anyone who has a dog or cat and they're always dealing with hair, tag them below. Well, guess what? You get 5 tags in there. Those are 5 of your ideal customers that they literally just gave you their name. Yeah. So then on my end, we're all about building connections through social media. So I would go follow all of these people that got tagged and I would send them a message. Hey, can I offer you a complimentary home inspection where we can talk about getting you carpet or whatever that's pet friendly? Like, why? Because your friend just pretty much said you have a problem with dog hair or whatever it is. Like, I want to be that person to help you, or let me give you a 10% off of your next flooring improvement or whatever it is. So it's like you can really finesse where people are just handing you leads. Like referrals are the best leads too.
Right.
So there's so many ways to use social media as like a marketing weapon that
so you're new, you don't do it that much, or you're getting on. What should your goal be? How many videos or posts should you do per week?
Well, how much money do you want to make? That's well, I would tell people.
Well, there's still a realization. If you go too much, then you stop doing it because it's too difficult.
I would start with a video every other day, but ideally I would do 1 video and 1 story a day. And the stories...
And how long? How long will videos be?
So you have to look at your statistics. So if you're doing educational videos, let's say we do a 2-minute educational video about this type of flooring. Now, we have to post that video, go back and watch. We're a new account. We haven't been posting. If our watch time is 2 seconds, then the first 2 seconds is boring and no one's making it past there.
Yeah.
So if our watch time is 1 minute and 50 seconds, then okay, maybe we're a long form and we do better at that. But what I see a lot is people are goldfish. You have 15 to 30 seconds. So I really like doing 15 to 30 seconds, digestible, short pieces of content that give value and have that soft call to action at the end where it's like, hey, don't forget to follow, or hey, tag someone below. Like,
One thing I really started using this, I started using this a couple years ago, probably, and because I was really good again about doing YouTube videos and posting those. Well, then everything was the reel. You got to do this short content. Well, within Facebook, the reels were 60 seconds. Instagram, it was 90 seconds. So I found that was a really comfortable time for me. So using the Instagram, it was easy for me to create a video. When you got that clock ticking, you wrap up your video before the 90 seconds or at the 90-second mark.
Yeah.
So when you have a short reel like that, it makes it easier to shoot your content. And that's in the beginning, it's all about getting some of that content out there.
Yeah.
And the customers I've worked with that have done this have sent me texts and sent me evidence, and I've seen on their pages where people are commenting, "Oh, I didn't know you did that."
Yeah.
And they're new to it, and it's all free, and I've had to push them to do it, but they're getting business out of it, and they're getting eyeballs. And you might not get direct evidence. In fact, most of the people won't ever get direct evidence. And then somebody will come in and say, "Well, I watched your videos." They'll tell you that, but maybe the marketing, the credit goes to the website because they came in through your website.
Yeah. Well, and so I was listening to a podcast, I think it was like the vice president of Nike, and he was like, I can't say that a billboard has ever sold me a pair of shoes. But what I can say is I've cut our budget on billboards. I've cut our budgets here, and our sales go down. So has XYZ, or, has social media marketing ever had someone give me $20,000 to redo their house? Maybe not. But what I've realized is when you stop posting, then your sales go down. So it's not always so much of, we're using social media as a lead gen, yes, as a follow-up, yes, as just being top of mind, yes. Like, it's not every day someone redoes their flooring or can afford
what's
to redo
difficult
their
is a lot of people don't have the money, the budget to spend thousands of dollars. I never like to compare us to a Nike brand, McDonald's, or a large brand that has a lot of money. Okay, even brands within our industry, Empire, they're going to spend a lot of money, and people, I tell them, don't be attracted to their sale or their special or their offer. The offer's not working. The volume of advertising they're doing is what's working. Makes them familiar for people, so they become a trusted resource. But shooting the videos doesn't have to. Shooting and posting videos doesn't have to cost any money. And not only videos, and I don't know if you've ever done this or even suggested this, but I kind of like to mix it up between a video and a post because I see some posts work better than videos.
And it depends on your followers. Like, so many people they just throw content out there and they're not paying attention to the statistics. I'm a numbers person. I've always loved the numbers. Like, if a picture is outperforming and generating more leads than videos, then you should be posting pictures. If videos are outperforming pictures, then not saying not to do both, but we want to lean with what's working. And everyone has a different following. Everyone has a different personality. Like, be your true, authentic self in your videos, and that's going to relate with the right type of customers that you want to attract, and will bring them in.
Right. If I look at my analytics, they don't give me evidence that what I'm doing is working. But every time I talk to a customer, they tell me, I watch all your videos.
Exactly.
And they're hooked on it, so they're hooked on that content and that information. And I'm glad they're watching it. And those are just the people I talk to. I mean, there's a lot of people I don't talk to that I'm sure are watching. So
I call them silent customers because they're going to buy. We just don't know when.
Yeah.
So it's like they're watching you've labeled yourself as, hey, I'm the subject matter expert. I'm posting all this content that gives you value, and they're watching and they're watching and they're watching. And what eventually happens is they finally make that leap to give you a call. They're sold. You don't know their name. You don't know anything about them, but you've been their non-paid coach for a year, 2 years, 3 years, that they're invested in you with their time, but now they're ready to invest in you with money.
I don't know if you've given this much thought, but one of the unique challenges, and you could talk about some of the other industries you work with, most of it, you're working with weddings, doing weddings, right?
Yeah.
But most of it is the home improvement contractors, is a lot of your customers, correct?
Yeah. So I like high ticket items because for me to take a customer has to make sense. So if you I had super nice grandma, she sells dog treats, and I was like, hey, look, like, our cheapest package is $1,000 a month. You sell these treats at $2 a pop. I have to sell you $500 a month for you to break even, but you're only making really 20 cents a profit. So I need to sell you multiple thousands of dog treats and you're not selling any. Like the math doesn't work. Rather than I talk to like a solar company that's like, oh, we make 5 to 10 grand in profit every house.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So if I get you one sell a year, we break even and you're happy. Well, I'm going to get you one sell a month because I want to make sure you get your return. And they're extremely happy, loyal customers to me because they're making money and paying me a fraction.
So the unique thing with flooring and window coverings was the same way too. I was in the window covering business before flooring, but a roofing company has basically one product.
Yep.
But a flooring company has these multiple products, and they have a tendency to try to market it all and talk about it all. And one thing where honestly more experimenting with it than anything, because it hasn't been done, is trying to dominate a product category, especially on a small budget and especially with our media. What I found is it's best to do SEO pay-per-click on carpet on your website, or pay-per-click advertising. Do the paid advertising on carpet because you get the best results for the least amount of money, but then use the free social media for luxury vinyl laminate, which is expensive, and you don't get as good of results with paid ads, but it's a very good visual product. So
well, and we need to look at our sales team too. So I like companies that have a sales team that can upsell. So it's like, let's start carpet. Carpet's very cheap, lower profit margins for you guys. Not your favorite thing to sell all day is carpet. But if we run a promo or we're paying per click and we can get a lot of clicks and a lot of lead information really fast for carpet, well, that's your sales guy's job to go out there and upsell them, or your job as a business owner to get them training or train them to upsell. So that flips around with social media too.
Well, and I'll argue with you on that point. In fact, that where I've seen people get better results is on pushing the higher ticket items versus the lower priced items, and attracting more customers by staying away. I don't think the price, like, I don't know anybody in our industry that's a low price leader that's doing fantastic. That's, because their prices are so low, because when a customer decides to buy flooring, it's not about their budget. This was not an emergency like a roof. A roof is unplanned.
It's leaking. I need it now. Let's go. Like very few
$15,000-$20,000 that I didn't plan for. I certainly don't have it, and I'm not doing it to make my roof look nicer. But a flooring, the cheapest flooring is to do nothing and to keep what you have.
Yeah.
So when you make a decision to buy it, you're making a conscious decision to spend money, and it seems like we attract more customers with higher end products. And I'll even say the same with window coverings, where I had a lot of success was in the brand name Hunter Douglas. It was the most expensive brand, but it was the only brand name that marketed itself. With flooring, we don't have a brand name item. So it's very difficult because everything is very generically, and we generically talk about carpet, luxury vinyl. I mean, what brand comes to mind for you when you think of flooring?
None.
Nothing.
Right. So I think that's good. So let's roll with that. So if it all comes back to the statistics. So let's post. Today, let's post a post about how for $1,000 we can get you nice carpet in the house. It's good. It only lasts 5 years. Like, be educational with it. And then tomorrow, post another one. Hey, this is the best of the best flooring you can get. It's stupidly expensive per square foot, but it is the best product. If you were looking for the best luxury look, this is the product for you. We can post those a day apart. Honestly, we could post them at the exact same time, and we look back. What's getting more views? What's getting more interaction? And what's getting the lead gen? So I'm not the biggest expert when it comes to flooring, but it's not hard for me to post 2 videos and go, hey, this one's outperforming. Let's push more that direction.
So I'm doing a video now about the 3 ways to beat the competition with higher prices. And it is by not only selling the premium product, but by offering things that other people aren't offering. So you are including certain things like moving furniture or floor prep or extra baseboards around, and you build that into your price. And it's not that you have to give a big discount or lower the price or include it for free. You just include it and give the price with everything that they want in there, or things that they didn't even want, that they didn't even think of.
Yeah, they didn't know.
You know, and with the showers, we were just having this conversation on Facebook about this. The guy said he referred a plumber instead of hired the plumber, and then there was a problem there, but all this was done to help save the customer money. Well, the customer's not looking to save money; they're looking to get the shower done.
Yeah.
So take care of it for them and charge them for it. You know, I'm like, you could charge twice the money you were charging and had a much happier customer at the end of the day.
Yeah. So I do that with my weddings a lot. So I go, okay, like I know most people are going to shop around. Like it's not a secret that they want a good price, or they don't know what they're buying. So they want to compare. So,
but if you're too low, they probably don't want to hire you.
Exactly. So you don't want to be too low, but that's how I justify my price. Like I love when I'm the second bid, because I'll be like, oh, hey, like that's cool. You guys are shopping around. Like you don't hurt my feelings at all. I want to make sure we do it for weddings a lot. I want to make sure you get the best videographer for you. But talking with you, it seemed like you really want your content fast to post on social media. Did you know we offer a 4-week turnaround? And they're like, oh, no, that's great. And I was like, you don't have to tell me. I'm not prying. But what did the other photographer, videographer offer you? Oh, they didn't tell you a turnaround. Yeah. Red flag. So I'm like, these are the red flags that you need to ask. So towards the end of my like sales call with them, I'm like, hey, you didn't ask what the turnaround time was. You didn't ask how many camera angles. You didn't ask. These are the things you didn't ask. Let me tell you the answers. And then they go, okay, who do I want to work with? Like, there was a lot of unopened doors, and I may have liked the price point with them better, but that transparency pushes them to me.
But even if somebody offers all that stuff too, your sales approach. And again, as we're talking about creating video content, you can talk about that in your video content. I tell people to do what you do that's ordinary and make it extraordinary. Mm-hmm. So everybody's going to tear out the flooring and then throw it away. Well, let's tell the customer, well, first we tear out the flooring and then we haul it off. We don't like leave it on the sidewalk or anything. Well, the other guy didn't tell him that. They do the same thing, but it leaves the impression, well, maybe not everybody hauls it off.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know if Home Depot does. So whatever you do that's ordinary. I was selling a wood blinds back in the day, and I called them Diamond Select wood blinds, and I had this whole presentation about why these wood blinds were gorgeous. And so a 60 by 60 I'm selling for $200, and my competition's selling the exact same blind for $140. I get the job. And he goes to the manufacturer, it was a local guy. He's like, what is this Diamond Select wood blinds? He's like, it's the same thing I give you. It's just that he puts a label on the bottom and he's got a presentation. So sell the same exact product for more money just because I had a better sales presentation. So put a little work and an effort into it. And again, with these videos and the personality, and let's go back to one thing you said about showing them why you're better. I've even learned that I don't matter. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm not selling myself. I'm attracting them based on what they want. Like, I feel like they don't give a shit about me. They really don't. So they're using me because I have the product or service that they want, and they trust I'm going to do a good job.
Yeah.
You know, so it's because I communicated that very well with them. Furthermore, referrals. It's like, why do people refer you? They don't refer you because they like you. They refer you because they like their friend, and they trust that you're going to take care of their friend.
Yeah.
You know, so
they want their friends to be in good hands. You left them in good hands. It makes sense to pass that lead on.
Yeah, if you really understand their behavior, and it helps you create content that really speaks well to them, and get away from everybody says that they're going to be good. Everybody says that they're trustworthy. Mm-hmm. You know, your competition is saying all this stuff too. Yeah. So just say the things that are different and talk mostly about the customer and what their journey is. And talk about mistakes, talk about disasters. You know, one of my favorite things is the 1-star review. 1-star reviews get more attention than anything. Disasters and problems get more attention. And it's like, why does somebody buy from you? They don't buy from you because of solutions. They buy from you because of problems. It's like, I'm not going to get my tires changed unless I have a flat tire or they're balding. Mm-hmm. You know, I don't buy new tires unless I have a problem. People don't buy new flooring unless they hate what they have now.
Yeah. So And I think you can lean on that to the social media too. So like we like referrals. Easy way to get referrals is like, hey, we just did this awesome flooring for you. Do you want to stand next to me and record this video? And they're like, oh, that's cool. Well, now what happens is you post on social media, they can click the little like flying airplane emoji and send it to all of their friends, like showcasing how awesome you were and how awesome their new floors are. So if you make it easier for them to refer you, then they'll refer you more. Like how many people, it drives me crazy all the time. I do like a lot of coaching stuff and business stuff, and people don't ask their customers for referrals. And I'm like, why? These are the easiest things to sell. Right. Like at the end of any flooring job you do, like, hey, we're so happy. Like, I just want to know, like, did we take care of you? Everything was good. And they're like, yeah, everything was great. Like it was exactly how you said it was going to be. Like it was perfect. Do you know any friends that are sort of in the same boat as you and ready to upgrade their floors? Like, oh, actually, yeah, Tommy across the street and me were talking last night, and he came in here. He said it looked great, and he wants to do the same thing. Do you want to walk me over to Tommy's house? Like, walk me over there. Let's go talk to Tommy right now.
Do you ever see our referral guarantee program, refer a friend guarantee?
No.
So I had Shane and Geraldine posted it, and then shot the video, and Cheryl was our salesperson. Shane pretended he was a customer, and he looked very disgruntled. Mm-hmm. And we had a referral guarantee program. If your friend gets mad and upset with you, we'll replace them with a new friend. So we took Shane out, put Geraldine in there. She was bubbly and happy and excited. It's like we'll replace him with a better friend, a new friend. So there's no risk involved.
And that's what I think a lot of people too. So like, if you're going to come in and redo my floor and mess up my whole house for a few days, like there's a lot of risk and unknown to that. So if we can remove that unknown with good content where I can not just hear you say it, but I can see the steps of how you tape off this and how you move my furniture and how crazy it looks or how crazy it doesn't look because I paid you more and you're just a higher end company, those little things are going to increase your sales.
Well, it wasn't very difficult to do. Ratio. We did a what to expect when you're expecting video.
Yeah.
And really that's right cool. Now
I like that.
With CapCut, it's easy. You know, we hired somebody back in the day to do it, and we did trade out. We did some work for him, and he created these videos for us, and it was easy to do because he was doing the flooring in his house.
Yeah.
So he was able to show, okay, remove the knickknacks before. Here's how you prepare your house. We'll go ahead and move the heavy furniture. So it was a great video. And it's good marketing content too.
It's great. So I call that evergreen too. So not only is it great marketing content, but you can get a lead from that in 10 years. Like, hey, I watched that video you did. Didn't realize it was 10 years ago, but will you come give me a quote? Once it's out there, it's a lead source permanently forever. Like some of them die and fizzle out and stop working. Yeah. But you never know. Like I've had a video that I think it was like 3 months after I posted it went like micro viral and everyone's like, oh, I saw this video. I posted that video 3 months ago and no one cared about it until 2 days ago when I got an extra like 5,000, 10,000 views. Yeah. But like once it's out there, it's a living source that's going to generate you leads forever. It's just making quality content.
It's like the Constitution.
That's out there.
Living, breathing document. So again, let's talk to the audience. Flooring dealers, they're newer at it. They don't do a ton of this. Getting started, shoot a couple videos a week, 3 videos a week if you can. Where do I place them? I'm not putting them on all the channels. I'll probably get lost trying to do that. So what's the simplest way to get my content out there?
So we look at age demographic. So if you're going on...
Age demographic is 40 to 60 and up.
So TikTok, you're hitting 12, honestly, to like 22, 25. That's the average audience that spends their time on TikTok. 25 or probably like 23 to 35, you're going to hit Instagram. And then about 30 to 40, you're hitting Facebook. And about 55 plus is YouTube. So all of you can post it everywhere if you have the time. But if your age demographic and where I see a lot of like my general contractors getting leads from is Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube.
So one of the things I think is the easiest too is posting on Instagram and let it automatically, it's going to post on your Facebook account.
So I want to touch on that trick for you guys. So Instagram and Facebook are owned by Meta. They are competition still just because they're owned by the same company. So you can use that one to post in multiple sources. but don't like TikTok will post everywhere for you. And then it throws the TikTok like watermark on it. So what happens is you're marketing TikTok and it posted to Instagram. Instagram's going to ban that video, or not permanently, but they're going to shadow ban you and dock you like eyeballs on your account because you're literally posting their competitor's logo all over your content. So it takes a little bit more time, but I have a girl who's posting on like 30 accounts a day right now.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's her full-time job, but like individually post on each one of these platforms that your ideal customer is on.
Well, and it's pretty with the technology. It has gotten a lot easier. So using CapCut, do you guys use CapCut? So it's
Sometimes.
great. It's great for the
CapCut
novice,
is a great source.
A
resource
for somebody
for,
that,
like-
yeah, you're not professional and very, very, very easy to use. So we're going to put out a lot more content showing people how to use CapCut and what you should be doing. But to go from CapCut, it makes it easy to post it to Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, wherever.
But it has the CapCut watermark. So
yeah,
just make sure it's literally the last 2 seconds. You can click it and delete it, and then you're fine.
yeah, and I've learned how to put other things at the end.
Yep.
So I'll put a copy of my book at the end and some music in there.
Mm-hmm.
So you could put a copy of your website or a photo with some music, a message to end out your video. But in the beginning, what we want to teach people is just to put captions and to put some text in there to start.
So to touch on captions, Facebook and Instagram, mind you, owned by Meta, they came out with a percentage. I think it was like 75% of the user base has their audio down so much they can't hear. So if you're giving educational value and it's purely audio, 70% of your eyeballs aren't listening. Like they can't listen. Like literally last night I was in bed going through my phone. My wife's sleeping next to me. Like I don't have the volume on because she's going to wake up and beat me up. So if you didn't have captions, you didn't even get to pitch or give me education or give me any sort of value because I couldn't hear anything. So that's why we're adding captions. And then my favorite tools, especially if you're just starting and you're on your own, CapCut, great resource. Captions app on your phone, also great resource. If you want to go a little deeper into the editing, Filmora is my favorite. It's like $50 one time. That is a great computer editing software for your computer. But it depends on how deep you want to go. And then you have to ask yourself too, like, at what point is it worth your time? Like, are you a flooring dealer or are you a videographer? Like,
it's really
you
tough
need to find the
because
right point.
I've often said this is the marketing is the most important thing. The most important thing to your business and the success of it is attracting customers. Mm-hmm. I mean, without a customer, nothing else matters. It doesn't matter how cheap you are, how good you are. It doesn't matter what your location is. We need marketing. We need to attract customers because some time should be invested in your marketing knowledge and your marketing efforts. Mm-hmm. So do you find that it's easier just to pay somebody? Well, especially in the social media realm, my experience has been paying hasn't netted results.
Yeah.
And I've got tons of friends and clients and people that have not had results from paid resources. So the paid stuff on the social media and the video stuff is not working as well.
Yeah.
So I'm talking about paid ads. Paying you is different because you're posting the video content for me. I'm not paying for the ads. I was looking at the stuff on YouTube. It was interesting too, and I want to increase my audience on YouTube and my video view times.
And touch on that. The reason you want to do that is because you've realized your flow goes from YouTube to coaching call to sale. So that's why you're really focusing on YouTube. So for the audience and your businesses, you need to look for, where am I generating leads from? Is it Instagram? Is it Facebook? Is it YouTube? Spend more time on what's working. Like, don't recreate it.
The reason I would post on YouTube is because of the relationship it has with Google and the SEO advantages. So I would first Instagram, Facebook, and get that social media. But once you create the content, it's just a matter of posting that content on the different platform.
Yeah.
So there is going to be value, and maybe it's not directly on YouTube. Maybe you go into your account, your Google business profile. Mm-hmm. You should definitely be posting stuff there and improve your website and your business. And if you can't do that, find somebody that can, a resource or something that's inexpensive for what the cost doesn't matter. It's the results is the only thing that matters.
Yeah.
The cost of your ad is determined by its effectiveness, not the price. So you want to find somebody that can be consistent about it and is good about getting your marketing and messaging out there. You might not get direct evidence of it working.
Yeah. And with organic social media, like if someone's like, I need to sell tomorrow, yeah, you need paid ads. You need to go pay per click. Organic social media is a longer term play. Once it's working, it will generate you leads forever.
Yeah.
But it's slow to get starting. It's not immediately snap your fingers, I have 3 leads tomorrow. Does it work sometimes? Yes.
I'm looking at a lot of these YouTube videos, and I'm trying to get advice and help on how to grow my YouTube channel and get more subscribers and get more views. And most of them say, well, yes, you can do that, but it'll actually hurt your channel. So a lot of them advised against it, saying that, it's something you can do, but they're not valuable views. They're not valuable. It kind of hurts your score on your channel, where if you want to monetize your channel, it shows them that people really aren't watching and they're not really interested. They just watch that one video that they paid for, but they've never watched another video on your channel.
Exactly.
So kind of be careful of that. If I'm running a flooring business, I don't care as much about views and about subscribers. Like, I don't care about subscribers. I'm not so sure I'd have a podcast.
The reason you care
As a
about
flooring
subscribers is because if they're subscribed to you, when you post, they get a notification. So it's a follow-up thing.
Post.
Yeah.
Okay,
so
that makes sense.
it's not,
But it's kind of hard. It's a one-time purchase. You know, it's not like clothing or something that they're going to buy over and over again, where you want to stay in their face.
But it's easy for them to share you too. So let's say today you get me to follow you, and in 6 months you do my floor. Great. Well, I'm still following you. Well, in 6 more months I decide to redo the carpet in the bedroom or something like that. So it's an upsell. Or in 6 months I'm at church and I'm talking with someone and they're talking about redoing their floor. I'm like, oh, you have to use this guy. I remember exactly who he is because he's still popping up on my feed.
Yeah.
So we don't want to chase just anyone to subscribe, but the right customer or possible customer, getting them to subscribe is extremely valuable long-term for you.
So let's give them just 2 or 3 things as we close this out. What should they do now? Like, I want to get started. I got to start promoting my business. What's the best way to go about that? Just a recap.
Record a video a day that's educational and entertainment.
How long? Just keep it short?
Nice and short. I would say 30 to 60 seconds to start. Your educational stuff's going to be a little bit longer. Your funny stuff a little bit shorter. But at the end of it, do a soft call to action. So we want a video, short, sweet.
An example of a call to action.
Call to action. Hey, don't forget to follow. Tag someone who has a dirty floor. And then also that may be like too hard. I'm not going to tag, someone who has a dirty floor because I just sort of put them out there, but like tag someone that could benefit from a floor that's easy to clean up, or tag someone with kids, something like that. Dude, they're just giving you free leads. And then the big part is we are trying to build connections through social media. It's a lead generation, but they should be hot, nice, warm leads, not just random people. So we're speaking to our ideal customers. So the 3 steps I would take if you are a flooring business and you're trying to get social media working for you: 1, start taking notes of the questions you're getting asked. 2, record these into short, sweet videos, 30 to 60 seconds. And 3, be posting these daily. And if maybe you have someone else answering the phones, ask them, hey, every time someone calls and asks a question about a product line or whatever, I just need to write it on the yellow notepad. And then it's like, when I come in tomorrow, there's 90 questions. Well, there you go. I have the next 3 months of content like that. So don't overthink your content. So it always comes back to your line to shoot.
You guys are going to want to like, share, subscribe to this video and all our videos, because we are coming out with some really kick-ass content. Especially for the flooring dealer, that they can use on their website and in their social media, because I really think there's a next level that we can hit where you can beat the competition, again, with really good information, such as pricing. So get into it, creating videos that says, it's a situation. I've got a rental home. What are some of my options? and what should I budget for these things?
Yeah.
So let's have a conversation about where they're at, what they want to do, and some of the options in a way that's not soliciting, but really good information. That's good content for your channel, and it will work on social media and everywhere else.
Yeah.
And you could repurpose those videos too.
And something I'd offer to, I know this goes in like your Facebook groups and stuff too. Any flooring dealer who's feeling like they're struggling or social media is not working for them, like me and my company at Your Media Guy, you can reach out to us on social media. Like we'll give you a free audit. I'll look at what you're doing, what I see, what you can improve. There's a lot to it, but like anyone who is struggling, like reach out. Like I want to be a resource for, you and your group that you coach and anyone on the flooring page where it's like, I will help you move in the right direction. I don't charge anything for it. Like I want you to see social media works and it will work for you.
Dakota gives some really good daily tips too. So, hook up on them on TikTok, Instagram, these places, and you get these little short clips, daily videos that just give you a good
20 seconds. Here's what hashtags is, how to use them.
It really
Here's when
is.
to
It's
post,
quick in
how
and
to
out.
use them.
And so a good lesson, a good reminder, a good, it's like, okay, let me try that. Let me try that trick. Let me try that idea. Good. It's great information. So he practices what he preaches and sells. That's for sure.
Yeah. If it works, that's why I ask people, well, how much money do you want to make? Like, I don't want to post once a week. Well, like if you don't want leads, then don't post once a week. Like if you want leads, then you have to start. Is it awkward? Does it suck? Yes, but you're not going to get better at it. And I think you're a perfect example. Like we can go back to your beginning videos and you were confident, but like there's a different confidence and like smoothness in your videos now from then. You get better every video you do. If you don't start posting, you're just not going to get better. Like it's awkward, but deal with it. Like
I was posting when you were a baby.
Yeah, probably.
I don't think YouTube existed. Okay, we're out. Thanks for joining the Flooring Business Podcast. Now, if you'd like to have a one-on-one discovery call and learn how you can increase your profit and sales by over 30%, go to jerrylevinson.com and let's discuss where you're at and where you want to go. Don't forget to tune in next week where we have another great podcast with another flooring pro.